we go. Let's get started. It says I need to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. Check. It also says I need to mix the cream, the butter, and sugar. Then add eggs, add sourdough discard, and vanilla. Mix well until light and fluffy. In a separate bowl, mix together flour, cream, baking soda. What? Oh, that didn't make much sense, you guys. In a separate bowl. Why is it saying mix together the cream, and then why is it saying in a separate bowl to mix the cream? Like, what is happening with this cream? So 1 tablespoon goes into one and 1 tablespoon goes into another, because it's only calling for 2 tablespoons of cream. Cream of tart, whatever. Cream of tart, whatever. Okay. Okay. Bake 10 to 12 minutes. I'm good with that. We're going to do Salisbury steak, so I've got to do these early. Alright, remove from the oven. Okay, transfer to a wire cooling rack. Alright, well, I'm going to get started and then I'll show you the end result, okay? Okay. Well, snickerdoodle cookies are way more complex than I really anticipated, guys. What did I get myself into again? I think I'm going to need a whole apron and everything. I'm not even kidding. I'm looking at this recipe like I did it for myself again. Why can't I just buy it in a package like everybody else? Why do I have to make things from scratch? Why? What drives me to do this, you guys? I just like being messy and complicated and all of those things. I don't know. Me and my cooking adventures, you guys. My cooking adventures are a real thing, and they go way above and beyond. Like with Jennifer Gardner's mom's chicken enchiladas that, yes, I am going to be remaking. Let me get an apron. And let me get a few things going, and then I'll be showing you guys the process, but I'm a mess. Okay, so now that I've got all my setup going, let's get started. What did it say first? I need the cream, the butter, and the sugar. Okay. Cup of butter going in. Maybe. Okay, well, fast forwarding, and I've got the cookies made. I honestly don't know if I made them right. Okay, my batter doesn't seem like dough. I don't know. I really don't know. You know, but we'll know when they come out and how they taste, right? So the final judging is the taste test judging. So we're not going to call them good or bad yet because we haven't did the taste test judging. So we're just going to put them in the oven, okay? We're going to throw them in. Said 10 to 12 minutes, right? Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Got those bad babies in the oven. Rock on. And I got to put all these ingredients away now because they're just everywhere, okay? And I will be right back with the end result on how these cookies look and, of course, how these cookies taste. I follow the recipe, though. And I just don't feel like it came out like it should have. I don't even know why I feel that way. Maybe I just have like this baking paranoia. Is that a real thing? Is baking paranoia a real thing? I don't even know. I did clean up my mess. So it's clean. So you make a mess, you clean it up. Make sure to lock my door. Make sure to grab my key before I lock my door. All right, and we will come back in 10 minutes. What time is it? Okay, we'll come back in 10 minutes. Probably sooner than that. My oven is like a super oven. It cooks like really good. Super oven. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put my recipe away and get new gloves because I ran out. Story of my life, you know. It's always something. It's not a normal day, okay? It's not a normal day unless something. And I have on this like different apron. Okay. Get the gloves. Get the gloves. Okay, got more gloves. Okay, well, I guess when the cookies are almost done, I will be right back. Last batch of the snickerdoodle sourdough discard cookies coming out. I am so happy with these. I think these are going to be better than the first batch because I pulled them out sooner because the first batch was a learning experience. You guys know how baking goes. First time's always the learning experience. But on a real note, we're going to be doing snickerdoodle out the package from now on. Now I got to go get Salisbury steak started, so here we go.